Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while and I'm so glad to be back here updating you guys with tutorials and vlogs and everything being so cheap. So today I want to show you guys my journey through finding a perfect blender. For me, a perfect blender is one that doesn't cost so much and yet does so much. So I had some issues finding the perfect blender for myself. I bought about 3 blenders before I finally landed on the one that was good for me. So please don't mind the sound at the background. There's a school somewhere around us, so I would have a lot of noise in this video. Please manage the video for now. So finding this blender was quite a struggle because I got some of them that were really expensive and yet were not doing what I wanted them to do, until I got the one I finally settled on, which was way cheaper than every other one and was okay for me. In this video I will be showing you guys through the blenders I got, the issues I had with them, and I'll be showing you what I settled for and what it can do. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to be showing you how it blends different things and what I'm most interested in, which is beans. What I'm most interested in is beans. I actually want a blender that will blend beans very well for akara. So if you're interested in this kind of video, please stay tuned. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. So while looking for my perfect blender, this was the first one I got, the silver Crest blender. I saw it in a popular advert where it was used to crush bottles and I decided to go for it. It consumes a whopping 4,500 watts and cost me 40,000 naira. I was very disappointed because this blender worked way below my expectation. As you can see in the video, I was struggling so hard to blend dry shrimps and it was very difficult. At the end of the day, I could not blend it because the blender stopped working and started smoking. This blender does not come with a dry mill. That's why I was using the regular jug for it. It was an epic fail for me. So guys, you saw when I tested the other blender I bought. So I just changed it and got this one. I want to try to use it to test dry beans. This was the second blender I got. It had a very generic name which I can't really remember now, but I'll drop it on the screen. It carried about 3,000 watts. I particularly loved this blender because of the tinted jug, and I'm so impressed with how it ground these beans to powder. However, it couldn't work for long when I tried it with wet beans. It kept on stopping after about 5 minutes of use, and just like the other blender, it started smoking. So guys, you already know my history with blenders and how unlucky I've been with them. So I am unboxing my Century electric blender I just got from Jumia. This is the jar. The one I had before was a tinted jar and I really loved it, but this is not a tinted jar. It's 2 liters. It looks good. It's quite big. As usual, my light is very low. Let's just see how it performs. So, 1. can see even on the lowest speed it's not picking. So guys, even with my low light, I was able to blend the crayfish, and I think this is good. Can you all see it? It's okay. It's just okay, So, and I like the fact that I don't need to use that small dry mill that comes with a lot of blenders. And I can just put it here and it will blend. It makes it a lot easier, so I can just fill the jug as much as I want. So just for you guys to know, this one is Century Power Blender 8231. I'm going to leave the model number somewhere on your screen right now. So yeah, I'm still going to show you guys what it's like to blend egusi. I'm very skeptical about what the egusi is going to be like because egusi has oil. So I don't know if it's going to work or not. See what it's looking like. It's very lumpy. I'm going to try it one more time, and if it doesn't work, I'll just put water and blend everything, because I'm actually going to cook this egusi today, so I don't mind putting water in it. I believe with water it will just be perfect. But then if you're going to be storing yours, then definitely adding water will not be a good idea. So let me try it one more time. Okay, I don't have time for this. I'm going to add water. I've used this blender for a pretty long time, and it's not even hot like the others I have been using, or rather the others I've tried in the past. This is what it looks like. It's very, very smooth. Very smooth. Like ice cream. want to blend these beans. I'm going to be using for akara, so I'm trying to test the blender actually. So I've already soaked the beans for some hours. Soak it in water. It's not too much, so I'll just do it once. Because it's akara, I can't put too much water. So just a little. Right? Yeah. I'm going to start from low speed. What? Okay guys, one thing you need to know is that my light is fluctuating, so the power of the blender is also fluctuating. Yeah, but either ways it's not too low, so it should be able to do the job. One thing I don't like is that it moves while I'm blending. Like if I don't hold it, the blender can literally go off this top by itself. Let's have a little speed. So next time if I want to do, I'll probably just do it in smaller batches because the top part does not mix well. This blender came with a return policy, and if I want to return it within 7 days, I can actually still return it. But I choose not to because it's not so bad. So let me do it one more time.
I would say the Century blender was the best one for me because it was very affordable and did just what I wanted. It was even way cheaper than my budget. Did you guys enjoy this video? Did I answer some of your questions? If you're looking for a blender that you want, does this Century blender fit into the kind of description you have? Kindly give me a thumbs up and also drop a comment down below and also share the video. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.